If you have family waiting for their green card interviews, then this video will help you understand how much more time they have to wait before their interview is scheduled. So please stick around for a couple of minutes because there's 2 changes from last month. That's right, there's only 2 changes from last month. The last month before that, there were 0 changes from the previous month. So stick around for a couple of minutes so you can find out what those amazing changes were. Hello everyone, I'm attorney Lee Marvin, and I've been practicing law for over 20 years and specializing in immigration law for over 12 years. My main office is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I do help individuals and families from any state in the country and really any country on the planet. So, do you want to know what's going on with the Visa Bulletin? Because it's Visa Bulletin time for the Visa Bulletin for March of 2025. So the first thing I like to do is explain what the Visa Bulletin is and what all the categories are. So right now I'm talking about the Visa Bulletin for family-based immigration and the final action dates, which are the dates that they tell you that you can move forward with your interview, okay? What is a Visa Bulletin? Again, there's categories, there's times, there's dates that explain to you when your family members can actually schedule their interview at an embassy outside the United States, okay? So the government categorizes it, and you can see it below, categorizes it in different sections, different categories. So it's based on country, and it's based on family relationship. The family relationships are the F1 category are unmarried sons and daughters of U.S. citizens. The F2A category, spouses and children of permanent residents. F2B are unmarried sons and daughters of legal permanent residents. The F3 category are married sons and daughters of U.S. citizens. Then we have the F4 category, which is the final bottom category for brothers and sisters of adult U.S. citizens. So depending on that relationship, there's a different waiting period, okay? The countries also matter. So the government separates these into different countries, okay? We have the Philippines, Mexico, India, China, and then everyone else. They called all chargeability categories, except for the 4 countries that are specifically listed, okay? So if you want to know what these are, I'm going to go through them right now, okay? So again, this is for March of 2025. So not much has changed, as I already hinted toward. The F1 category for the general world population, they're still processing requests from November of 2015. The F2A category is January of 2022. F2B is May of 2016. The F3 category is July of 2010. The F4 category, August of 2007, okay? So those are the different categories for the general world population, okay? So if we go to China, we see the F1 category, also no change, November of 2015. F2A, January of 2022, which is not as bad. F2B category is May of 2016. The F3 category is July of 2010, and the F4 category, August of 2007. Again, none of those dates have changed since my last video that was put out last month for February of 2025. Did anything change in India? Well, let's see. The F1 category, no change since last month, and it's November of 2015. They're processing the request from November of 2015. F2A, January of 2022, no change from last month. F2B is May of 2016, again, no changes. F3 is July of 2010, no changes in that category in India. F4 is April of 2006, again, no changes whatsoever from last month, okay? If we go to Mexico, let's see what exciting things are happening. Not a whole lot, because of the F1 category, there's no change from last month at all. So they're processing requests from November of 2004. For the F2A category, it's May of 2021 is who they are currently processing. No change from last month, okay? F2B category, they're processing from July of 2005. No change from last month. The F3 category is November of 2000. No changes from last month. They were processing those requests the same as what they were last month. The F4 category, March of 2001. Again, no change in Mexico for those different people, okay, in that category. Now, we're coming to the part where I was excited to see changes, because any change is good, and seeing how there's been no change for the last several countries and categories. The Philippines had some change. The F1 category was not the category that changed. They're still processing requests from March of 2012. The F2A category, they're still processing requests from January 22, so no changes there. The F2B category, October of 2011. That's, again, no change from last month. So the F3 category is the first category in, I think, 2 months that has changed anywhere in the world. And that's a change. They're processing requests from January of 2003. So that's an improvement by 3 months from the month before, okay? So the F4 category, which is the longest category, there was some change there, a little bit of change. So in the Philippines, they're processing requests from October of 2004. So like I said, that is an improvement over the month before, where they were processing requests before from May of 2004. So there's a pretty good sized jump of about 5 months in that category. Only 2 categories that changed from last month. We shall see what happens next month. Again, I think this is related to, the transition of power, the new administration trying to take over and trying to get things moving along. There's been a lot of improvements in different areas of immigration. That's arguable. Some people think that there's no improvement. They think that this is worse than it was before. But from a practitioner standpoint, there are some positive improvements. The Visa Bulletin is kind of a downer because not a whole lot has changed. But again, any improvement we'll take, okay? So if you like the information that I put forth in this video, please subscribe and click the notification bell for future videos, not just of next month's Visa Bulletin, but of all the different videos that I post about the politics, the new Trump administration. There's a lot going on, so please keep watching for these updates so that your family can be protected, so you know how to move forward with your processes. As always, if you have questions, you can click the link below to reach me directly, and I would love to help you with your process. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.